Welcome back. I'm here with my guest, Brandon Dennison, an aerospace engineer working for NASA. He is here today to discuss his career and the path he followed to get there for anyone interested in becoming an aerospace engineer. Now, Brandon, why don't you tell us about your job and where do you work?
Sure, and thank you for having me here. I'm an aerospace engineer at Applied Engineering and Technology Department at Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland.
Great, and what are your job duties?
Well, the work broadly involves research, development, test, and evaluation of fluid and flight mechanics as pertaining to aerospace vehicles. Currently, I'm working on projects involving research, development, design, test, and evaluation of aerospace propulsion systems, such as liquid, solid, chemical, solar sails, and nuclear, etc., separately or in combination for aerospace vehicles. The work involves design and development of the various subsystems, components, or research simulations, and the evaluation of these systems and parts as they affect the total engine or system.
Great, and what are some skills needed to be successful in this career?
To be an aerospace engineer, you should be interested in applied sciences, such as physics and math. Also, you should be interested in mechanics, electrical systems, computers, and design. You will need both analytical and creative skills. Often, aerospace engineers need interpersonal skills because they collaborate with other engineers in many different professions. You will need strong problem-solving skills because large numbers of problems can develop by working in this industry.
Great, and can you tell me what led you to this career?
Well, I knew my purpose was to provide for my family and myself through a job that allows me to find practical solutions to concrete and abstract obstacles by using the knowledge and resources that I had gained through my experience in education in an environment that is supportive and allows the results of my efforts to be seen directly. I am fulfilled when I create a physical product based on my own ideas and collaboration with others. And I've always prioritized traveling as one of my hobbies, and this career path has allowed me to achieve both. My purpose motivates me to work hard in my career to achieve my personal goals of being able to travel with my family at least once a year. This career uses my strengths of strategic thinking and satisfies my interest of curiosity with the natural world. Both of these, I think, are very important boxes to check, your strengths and your interests, when selecting a career field. Otherwise, you might be in a career that you don't really enjoy.
All right, and can you share a little bit about the academic path that you took to get to where you are today?
Sure. So I began my college education at Valencia College. I worked day and night to earn my AA from Valencia while working full-time as a chef. After I graduated from Valencia, I transferred to UCF. I went into their mechanical and aerospace engineering program where I graduated with a 3.6 GPA. This GPA and the networking connections I made at UCF allowed me to get into a few work-study programs and internships.
And can you tell me a little bit about the internships that you did have?
Yeah, so through the cooperative education program, I worked for NASA at the Goddard Space Flight Center, where I work now. And during the summers, I worked as a paid intern at several different NASA locations, including the Kennedy Space Center right here in Florida, and the Langley Research Center near Washington, D.C. Both of these internships provided me invaluable hands-on experience and networking connections that I use later in my career.
Okay, and did your first school, Valencia, offer any valuable resources?
Absolutely. In my first semester at Valencia, my professor, Mrs. May, she had me identify my goals, my interests, my strengths, and my values. And I really think this was crucial to my success because it helped me identify what I wanted and the necessary steps to get there. Also, I was a regular of the Writing Center because otherwise I would not have passed my comp classes.
So, can you tell me how much did it cost for you to get your degree?
Sure. So the total cost of my education was about $20,000 for tuition. This is to get my bachelor's degree in aerospace engineering. Another $5,400 for books and supplies, and another $7,500 for all other expenses like lab fees and associated things with engineering. So to pay for this, I took advantage of some grants and scholarships, including the Pell Grant and the Advanced Scholarship. I worked full-time during my AA semesters to avoid taking out student loans. But once I transferred into my four-year school, UCF, I then relied on direct subsidized loans from the government and ended up borrowing about $15,000 from the government. During this time, I also reduced my working hours to about 20, 25 hours, so I could focus more on my school.
Okay, great. How has this academic pathway translated into you achieving your goals?
Well, I chose to study engineering because I knew my strengths and interests would be utilized and fulfilled. Also, after some research, I learned that the average starting pay for an aerospace engineer was $60,000. So with this amount, I was able to satisfy my personal goals of being able to travel with my family and just being able to support and take care of them in general.
And lastly, how did your career path look after graduation?
Well, after graduation, I graduated from UCF with my bachelor's degree in aerospace engineering. I took the fundamentals of engineering exam, and this gave me my engineering training license. Basically, this is just a beginner's license, and it just gives you more opportunities in the field. You don't necessarily need it to become an aerospace engineer. After that, I began my full-time employment as an engineer through NASA, continuing from my employment from my internships. I worked under more experienced engineers, assisting them with calculations, organization, and time management. After 2 years, I was promoted to a regular engineer, which is my title today. In 4 more years, and that is 10 years of experience in the engineering field, I'll be able to take the principles and practice of engineering exam, and this will give me my professional engineer's license.
Okay, Brandon, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate the insight into aerospace engineering for any of those who are interested in joining the field. And thank you for joining me here and on Space Talk today. That wraps it up for us. Join us tomorrow and we'll be talking about SpaceX's upcoming manned trip to Mars.
Thank you.
Thank you.